what is that PLA based system? Suppose you have this kind of structure is available to you, where you have AND gate array and OR gate array. You can say these two planes are there, right? So here you can say these are the connections, but these are not sorted. These are unsorted connections. There is the lines, but they are not sorted. Now, suppose we want a specific connection. So maybe this particular IC is available to you. What is represented here? 3 input and maybe 4 output IC is available for you. Now, suppose someone say, I want only 3 output and this has some specific input based on these 3-bit input. Right? So now what you will do, you will make sorting in the connection based on your requirement. So you can say, I want a term, let's say I have a function f equal to a bar, b bar, c plus a, b, c. Oh, sorry, a, b, c. So now immediately you can say, okay, let's say this is your f function and here we have AND gate. So what you will do, this line is for A. So of course this line will be for A bar. This is for B, this is for B bar. For C, this is for C bar. So what we will do, we will sort these locations. So it is saying A bar. So we will say, okay, sort this. So you will get the A bar in this line. Then again, you will sort B bar. So you'll sort this as well. And you'll say you want to sort C. So this you will sort this. So now this AND gate will produce A bar, B bar, and C. Now second, what term we required? We required A. So you'll sort this. B, you'll sort this. C, you'll sort this. So this will produce A, B, C. Right. Now, this is the final function that we want. So in this vertical array, we need to sort only this location and this location, so that you will get the function f equal to whatever is required, a dash b dash c plus abc. So this is the PLA based design, programmable, because you can make the sorting as per your design or as per your requirement. So let's take one example. Suppose I want to make this function, right? Okay, so in order to make this, just let me take this. Okay, so suppose I want to make this function, right? Now, definitely you will look into the AND array first, right? So in case of AND array, we require this term, we require this term, and we require this term for Z1, right? Now for Z0, we require this term, we require this term. So overall, how many AND term we required? You can say here you will have x2 bar, x1 bar, and x0. Now in this term, we required x2 bar, x1, x0. Now in this term, we required x2, x1 bar, x0 bar. And finally, for this term, we required x2, x1, x0. So means you required 4 AND gate outputs. So let's see what we have done in this circuit. We have made this x2 bar, x1 bar, and x0. So what this AND gate will produce? It will produce x2 bar, x1 bar, and x0. Now what second will produce? You can say x2 bar, x1, x0. So you have marked x2 bar, x1, and x0. So this will give you x2 bar, x1, and x0. Now what second AND gate will produce? It will produce x2, x1 bar, x0 bar. You can say x2, x1 bar, x0 bar. So you'll have x2, x1 bar, x0 bar. Now similarly, last term that you required, that is x2, x1, and x0. Now once you got this AND gate, what next we required? You will couple these AND gate outputs for finding Z1. So what Z1 is required? These 3 terminology, and Z2 will require these 2 terminology. So accordingly, you can say sorted them to produce the Z1 and you sorted them to produce the Z0. Got it? Any doubt on this? This is very simple PLA design. Programmable logic array. Anyone, any doubt on this? Guys, any doubt on this?
No, sir.
So it is very simple. What they are saying initially, simply you have the full, or you can say full array. Now whatever function you require, based on that you will programmatically, you can sort it. Programmatically means you have a mechanism to sort a particular location so that it will produce a specific output. Now suppose I want to make for this, then what you will do? So let me do one thing. Keep it. Take this here. Right. So suppose we have this array plain. Right. Now what we want, we are saying this is your X, this is your Y line, this is your C0 line. So here you will have C0 bar, here we have C0, here you have Y bar, here you have Y, here you have X bar and X. Right. So what we need to sort, first of all, we have to figure out how many AND function we require. So first is required here. So here what function will have, it will be X bar, Y bar and C0. So you will easily figure out X bar, Y bar and C0. That is produced here. So you can say X bar, Y bar and C0. Next function you are to require X bar, Y, C0. So you can say X bar, Y and C0. So that will produce by this AND gate. X bar, Y, X bar, Y, C0 bar. Sorry. So it should be C0 bar. So it will produce C0 bar. So X bar, Y, C0 bar. Now next what we produce, if you look into here, it will be X, Y bar, C0 bar. So you will say we required X, Y bar and C0 bar. That is produced here. X, Y bar, C0 bar. Now next what you required? You required X, Y, Z. So you will have X, Y and not Z, sorry, C0. So you will have X, Y, C0. Now this is also we needed. So you can say we required X bar, Y, C0. X bar, Y, C0. So you'll say X bar, Y, C0. These two will also require these two. So you'll take these two as well. So it will be X bar, sorry, X, Y bar, C0. So you can say X, Y bar, C0. So X, Y bar and C0. Now next you require this one. So it will be X, Y, C0 bar, X, Y, C0 bar. So it will be X, Y, C0 bar. It should be bar. It is bar. Now from this, suppose you are looking for sum here and carry in this line and sum in this line. So what you will do, you will take these values and based on that, you will just plug in. Right? So you will get the sum. Now what about carry? We required this one, right? We require this one, we require this one, and we require this one to produce the carry, right? So now the question comes, this looks very simple. So with this, you can produce sum and carry. So means this will act as your adder. So the important question is, if you already have a simple circuit for full adder, why we require this kind of complex circuit? The idea behind that, whenever you have to produce one type of IC, the cost of this IC is reduced down. But if you want to produce 100 different variety of IC, then cost of individual IC is very high and this will be low. So now if you produce a very general purpose IC that is programmable, then the cost of that IC, cost of that hardware is reduced down drastically, right? But in case of suppose for 100 different functionality, you are producing 100 different ICs that is manually, you can say, designed, then the cost will become very high and design time will also become very high. Got it? So that's why this programmable logic array will be very, you can say, utilized very heavily in the industry. Any doubt, guys? Anyone till this point? Guys, any doubt till this point?
No, sir.
Cool. So now you already know 3 to 8 decoder, how to make full adder with 3 to 8 decoder. Suppose you have 3 to 8 decoder in hand. Now I want to make a full adder from there. Can we design it? You already done it actually previously. So let me quickly make it for you. So suppose you have a 3 to 8 decoder. So let me say it is X, this is Y, this is C0. Then you have 7 outputs. So you can say this will be your O0, this is O1, this is O2, this is O3, O4, O5, O6, and O7. So let me try to make some longer straight lines so that you can add. Now suppose I have a OR gate. This is for sum, and I have another OR gate that is for carry. Right, now I have a line here. Now you have to find out where we will sort them. So can you find out from this table where we will sort them? Definitely in the first line. So we'll sort them here. Then we'll sort them in the second line. Then third line will not. Then fourth line. Yes, we'll sort them. Then the seventh line. We'll sort them here. So now this OR gate will produce the summation. Now in case of carry, what you will do? You will sort the third line. So suppose you have this. So you'll sort the third line. Then not this. Then fifth, sixth, and seventh line. And this is your 3 to 8 decoder, right? So if you are able to recall the decoder functionality, whenever your value of X, Y, Z, when, so let's say 3-bit input, once it is 0, 0, 0, the output was, suppose it's O0, O1, O2, O3, O4, O5, O6, and O7. So it was 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. When it is 0, 0, 1, so it will become 0, 1, and then all zeros. So are you able to recall this table?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the way how decoder are working. So means whenever you have value 0, 0, 0, so then only first output will be high, remain all will be 0. So now in this full adder, we have to find out how many places it is high. All those places will be sorted and that will go to the OR place. So that if any one of them will be high, then your sum will be high. So either this will be high, then also some high. If this will be high, then also some high. If this will be high, then also some high. And this will be high, then also some will be high. So in that way, you are able to make a full adder using 3 to 8 decoder. Any doubt till this point? Guys, any doubt till this point?
No, sir.
Cool. So this is just the circuit. Now this is like a new thing. Can we utilize the mux for making full adder or multiplexer based design? So let's first recall the multiplexer. What was the multiplexer? Okay. Then we can figure out how to make a mux based design. So let's say I have a multiplexer where you have two selection lines, let's say S0 and S1, and here we have input. So let's say I0, I1, I2, and I3, and here we'll have output, right? Now, what I want, so just if you are able to recall, this is your mux and this is your 4 to 1 mux. So when the value is 0, 0, let's say output, that will be I0. When the value is 0, 1, your value is I1. When the value is 1, 0, your value is I2. When the value is 1, 1, your value is I3. Right. Now, in order to make this mux, you can write a functionality. Let's say this is output, and you can say simply, sorry, if you want to write an equation for this, it is very simple. If you are able to recall, S0 S1 bar I0 plus S0 bar S1 I1 plus S0 S1 bar I2 plus S0 S1 I3. Are you able to recall this mux diagram and mux equation?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now what we want to use this mux and make our full adder. So I have a mux. Let's say I have, so you can use multiple muxes as well. That is 4 to 1 mux with two selection line S0, S1, and here you have I values, let me say, and here you have output value. I want to use this mux to make our full adder. So you can say how to do it, not able to get it. So let me give you an idea. Suppose I am putting X and Y into the selection line, XY into the selection line. But it so means you can say these two will work in the pair, act as a selection line. So how many choices we have? First choice 0, 0, second choice 0, 1, third choice 1, 0, and fourth choice 1, 1. Can we have those four choices? You can check out this. So it means I'm talking about like this group. So you have, so in the first group, you can say this is 0, 0, this is 0, 1, this is 1, 0, and this is 1, 1. Got it? Anyone, any doubt like in this XY pairing? Guys, so can we say XY has four pairs? One is the 0, 0 pair, another is 0, 1 pair, another is 1, 0 pair, and another is 1, 1 pair. Can we say that? We have these four
Yes, sir.
options in XY, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Now what I want, so let me put it Let me make this diagram, redraw this diagram. Instead of this, yeah. So you are saying this is your xy. So you have 0, 0, you have 0, 1, you have 1, 0, and 1, 1. Okay, let me take different colors so that you can easily map. So I am taking 0, 0. Then you take 0, 1, because this mapping will help you. 1, 0, and let me take black. 1, 1. Right. Now in case of 1, 0, I'm coming into the sum part. You just map 0, 0. Let's say I have value 0, 0. What is the sum value?
0, sir.
Is 0 or 0, 1?
0.
0 here, 1 here. So means either 0 will be there or 1 will be there. Now we have another input that is remain with us, that is the C0. So you have to find out the relation between C0 and sum. What is the relation between C0 and sum?
Equals.
Equal. So if you put this input here, C0, then what will be the sum value when the value is 0, 0?
C0. C0.
C0, and that we required, same value we are producing in the output. Got it? Now let's say I have value 0, 1. So in case of 0, 1, we have these two pairs. What relation we are getting from here?
Complement.
Complement, right? So you will say here we will produce the complement of C0. Now let me come into this. What about this? When your value is 1, 0.
Complement.
Again complement. So we'll say it's a complement. Now at the end, when your value is 1, 1.
Equal.
Equal. So you'll say C0. So this will give you the sum. Now let's see, is really it is giving the sum or not? Let's take one by one. Whenever your value is 0, 0, means when x is 0, y is 0. What we are expecting as a output? We are expecting as a output 0 if your C0 is 0 and 1 if C0 is 1. Is really we are getting the same value here? So it means when your x and y is 0, 0, the sum equal to, so you can say when your x and y is 0, 0, sum equal to C0. Right? So the same thing we are getting here, sum equal to C0, because this line will be connected. So if your C0 is 0, then the sum will be 0. If C0 is 1, then sum will be 1. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Got it? Now let's try to make, so to remove this and putting just I am repeating this C0 value here to just produce the C0. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Right? Now next I want to make for the multiplexer for the carry. So let me draw it. Here we have again x and y, and here we have 4 inputs. This is your 4 to 1 marks. So now once you have 0, 0 value, x and y 0, 0, definitely you will look for this pair. So when your x and y is 0, 0, what will be the carry value? Carry out.
0.
It will be 0. It is not depending upon C0. Either C0 is 0, then also 0. If C0 is 1, then also it is 0. So both the cases it is 0. So you will say here the input will be 0. Now when the value is 0, 1, So you will jump into this part. Then what you want as a output? Now it is depend upon the carry. If your xy is 0, 1, it depend upon the carry. If your carry in is 0, the output is 0. If your carry in is 1, the output is also 1. Means the exact value that carry in have. So we'll have C1, C0. Now let's look into the 1, 0. Check out here. What you'll get in case of 1, 0?
C0.
C0 only. So we'll say C0. Now when you have value 1, 1.
1.
Irrespective of C0, the value is always 1. So you'll say it will be 1. Got it? Now we have two mux, one for sum, one for carry. So let's make a compact design for that. So I have one mux, then I have another mux. Both mux have input line x and y. Here also we have x and y. This mux output is sum. This mux output is carry. Right. Now we check out the inputs. So in case of carry, it was 0, it was C0, it was C0, it was 1. Now in case of sum, C0, C bar, C bar, C0. So it will be C0, C0 bar, C0 bar, and C0. This is 4 to 1 mux. This is also 4 to 1 mux. Right. So once you club them together, so let me club them, this entire IC. If you club them together, so what we'll have, we will have two output from this IC. One is sum, one is carry. We have two inputs, x, instead of making input here, let me make input in one place. Just internal connection can make. So you will have input x, you will have input y, and you will have input C0. Rest is 0 and 1. So definitely if it is C0, so you can make inverter to make it C0 bar. So that is internal part of that. So ultimately, if you look into the outer box, can we, if you give this outer box in the IC, packed IC, can the person will say, okay, this is just a full adder. Now that person don't know it is made of mux or it is made of their individual design. Right. So mux is very common variety of circuit that can be utilized to make any other variety of circuit as well. So for example, suppose I'm saying instead of this full adder, I have another design to make. So can we make any other design also with the mux? With the same way, right? So you need the same unit, same medium scale unit, that is the mux, to design any kind of logic circuit or any kind of combinational circuit. That is known as the MSI based circuit, where you are using this medium scale based design and make some bigger circuit from there. Got it? Getting? So can you make any other circuit also using mux? Suppose I am giving you another example. Can you make it?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Right. Now, before jumping into that, the very first thing, how you'll identify which type of mux we require. So means how we identified we required 4 to 1 mux here. That is important question. Right. It is always coming from the how many inputs are there. If you have 3 inputs, you will require 4 to 1 multiplexer because 2 inputs will go to the selection line and 1 input will map the output with that input. So suppose you have 4 inputs, A, B, C, D. Then what kind of mux will be needed? It will be 8 to 1 mux, right? So 3 selection lines will be there so that you have all 8 options in the selection line. And then based on that individual value, you will make a pair and we will check what will be the output. Got it? So then you'll utilize the 8 to 1 mux. Similarly, if you have just 2 input, then 2 to 1 mux will be good enough. But ultimately you required only mux. So this process help in the design because you have same unit to produce from the lithography, or you do not need to worry about like what kind of circuit will come. You do not need to manually make the circuit on PCB. Instead of that, you will take the same mux IC and produce any kind of circuit. So suppose you have 2 outputs in and 3 inputs. So what will be required? You will require only 2 4 to 1 muxes. Now any kind of circuit you can make which have 2 outputs and 3 inputs. Right? If you have 3 input, 1 output, you require only 1 mux. 1 4 to 1 mux is good enough to make that design. Irrespective of what is the output value, you can design it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is the MSI based design. It is why MSI, it is medium scale. It is not large scale, it is just medium scale based design. And similarly, they have higher levels as well, LSI based, where we are combining some bigger circuits all together and making some more complex circuit. So that's it for today. Any doubt, guys? Anyone? Guys, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Great. So that's it for today. And prepare well for the quiz. That is not a very big quiz. So
Sir, how many questions? Can you just give an idea about that?